January 1st, 2013. The day after New Year's Eve. That's what I like to refer to it as, the day after New Year's Eve. This day of crap's totally overdone. You know, I'm a hipster when it comes to dates. You know, it's too mainstream. The day of. I'm the kind of person that goes for the day before. Anyway, I just woke up and I was thinking about what I wanted to do in terms of making a video because of something that I thought of last night. Last night I was spinning a set for a friend. She had set up a stick-am gathering of some kind where it was a party to celebrate the end of the year, and she had invited a bunch of people. And she had a couple DJs set up to spin music for her, and the other DJs didn't show up for one reason or another. So it was just me. And I started spinning way early. I didn't get through more than 2 hours before I had to stop because I didn't want to use up all my music. Well, it's not true. I don't know. It's not that I would have used up all my music, but spinning for 7 hours can be difficult sometimes. So I went out to the store last night around 6 or 7 to get some food. No, it was probably more like 8 or 9. Now that I think about it, to get some food. But as I was walking towards the store, I was thinking to myself that I actually felt pretty decent. That I felt grateful, you know. And so that made me think, you know, it's odd for me to feel grateful without something distinctly happening at the moment that I feel grateful, you know, like not getting hit by a car, passing a test I thought I was going to fail, that kind of thing. But no, this was just walking down the street, and I thought about how I was feeling, and it's not a normal feeling for me, which was odd. And I'm afraid to say it's because of the medication, because I'm afraid if I do say that, then it'll stop happening. You know, it's the waiting for the other shoe to drop thing. I'm so used to that when I even have a moment of positivity in my life, as soon as that happens, something negative happens. That's kind of why I really sort of shy away from saying anything positive, because if I recognize it, it just sort of is like paying a big target on my face to have bricks thrown at. But as I had said in my last video, I am grateful for a few people that have come back into my life specifically. You know, people that I had a really strong connection with, and over circumstances, they disappeared, you know. And at the time, because of the kind of person that I am, I just keep moving. I don't let stuff like that affect me. I just shut it down and keep walking. That's just the only way. That's the way to survive. It's the only way to survive, really. And being a survivor by nature, that's exactly what happens. So, you know, finally having both of them back into my life it's really kind of cool, you know. And because of that, I'm grateful to be able to have those people again. Now, whether or not I'll be able to reestablish a friendship with them or a connection with them of some kind is yet to be seen. But the potential, the possibility of reconnecting on a similar level is there, and that's a big deal. So that's why I'm making this video, is that I wanted to just announce to the universe that I'm grateful, and also to see if any of you guys out there have anything that you're grateful for. The New Year's here. You know, I'm not asking about New Year's resolutions. I'm not asking about what are you not going to do, or what are you going to try to change about yourself. I'm not asking those stupid questions. I just want to know if, you know, at the place that you are right now in your life, are you grateful for something in particular? I also looked at the scale yesterday, and I'm 240 pounds. Now that may not be a big deal for some of you guys, but I was at one time 278, 280. And that was just a couple months ago. So, yeah, I'd say probably about 5 months ago, 6 months ago. So, I'm still working. My goal, my realistic goal is 220. But my fantasy goal is 200. And I don't do enough of the crazy exercises to really burn off another 40 pounds. I think that the walking that I've been doing has got me this far. And, that's about as far as I think I'm going to get, and so I'd like to just try to hopefully squeeze out another 20 pounds if possible. The closer I get to 220, the happier I'm going to be in terms of that. So that's it. That's all the stuff that I'm grateful for. Just overall, I have to go back to work tomorrow. I've been on vacation for the last 4 days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Been spending time with a friend, which is very cool. It's just nice to be able to be social and not be, you know, so frustrated for not being home. I like the idea that I've got something that I like to do, and I can leave the house and not immediately want to get back here and be miserable. And that's all I really got to say. I guess I think I said that like 3 times now, so I guess it's never really true. But it's just the reality of my situation when I talk. That's exactly how it comes out. I talk about that particular thought, and then I'm done talking about that thought. So therefore, I have nothing else to say. I think the only thing that I can say, thereby invalidating the "I have nothing else to say" statement, is that one of the guy that I've been going and shooting arrows with, my archery buddy, I guess, Steve. He had made a comment the other night. We went and we saw Jack Reacher, the new Tom Cruise film based on the novels. It actually wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. I wasn't exactly expecting anything from the film. It just looked interesting. At least the concept did, not because Cruise was in it. But it was actually not a bad film. It really wasn't. It had action in it. There were parts of it that were funny. The plot itself was it wasn't typical, but it was sort of a detective-ish kind of thing. So that was kind of cool too. But as we were getting out of the movie theater and we were walking back to back to his car, I had lost my keys, and I figured I'd probably drop them in his car, so I wasn't too nervous about it. But as we were walking back to his car so I could get my keys, he has said something to me along the lines of, well, you're something like, you're more happy than usual. And I said, what does that mean? And he said, well, you're not as dark. I said, dude, I'm always dark, because I'm always dark. He goes, no, it's not the same. It's not. You're more positive. And I said, okay, well, let me ask you this: how long have I been more positive, as you say? And he said, about probably 3 or 4 months. I said, so the time I started taking my medication. And he said, no, that's not what I mean. I said, well, you're saying that I'm more positive. You're saying that, that's been going on for the last 3 or 4 months, and the only thing that's changed is that I've been on medication that entire time. So obviously the medication must be working. So maybe that's it. Maybe I actually have validation outside of myself, because apparently other people have noticed my personality difference, I guess, or my attitude difference, and I don't. So I guess maybe that's a good thing, that the drugs are working and it's not so strong that it's affecting my perspective on myself. And maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. I've never been in a situation where it was, but I can say that there are several things that are different, and those things are positive. So all in all, maybe it's working. Okay, well there you go. That was me babbling on about my day. I guess my day last night and my day the other day. So my days. And I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that the new year is greeting you positively. I hope that there's things in your life that you are grateful for. And I don't mean grateful in the being told I have to be grateful. I mean grateful as in you honestly feel grateful for them. And that's it. Alright, well then I guess I will talk to you all later.